What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Who's Your Resell, and I just wanted to say that we're in the cave again. You know, you can see behind me, it's a mess. There's not a whole lot going on, but this is actually kind of the cleaner room that I have. I'm gonna show you guys what I found this week, but first, I just want to show you how it looks right now. It's not great, it's not pretty. You know, when you work full-time and you go thrifting, you don't have a lot of time to organize, because we all know finding the stuff is the most fun, and then listing the stuff and selling it is also fun, but you only have so many hours at night to do these things. So yeah, let me just flip this around and we will show you some of the things that I found this week. You'll see where they are right now, and then we'll kind of go through them in more detail, some of the things that I like the most. Okay, let's flip it around. So guys, this is what you do when you flip it around. You can see this is kind of my station. These are my ring lights that make my face look so beautiful. This is my terrible hanger that I made larger to kind of extend the angles of shirts, sleeves and whatnot, shoulders. But I need a bigger backdrop. This is a terrible backdrop. It works okay. So yeah, we're gonna come around here. As you can see, we've got a lot of stuff here for sale. We're gonna go out into the main room. This is my very first video had a hat collection. This is still a lot of those hats I still need to list. Again, not enough hours in the day. So still getting through those. Here's all the stuff that's currently listed on eBay, or you know, most of the stuff. eBay and a couple things in Facebook, but mostly eBay right here. These are bins of things I have not listed yet. Lots of electronics, lots of rock band, things like that. But here's what I found this week, or the last couple weeks actually. It's been a while since I've done a what have I found video. And so yeah, as you can see, I do like the blankets. I've actually cleaned these ones. These were looking really bad when I first found them, but man, they're really nice. We might go through these. These might be in the detailed stuff. So yeah, here it is. I'm gonna gather up some of my favorites, and I'll meet you back in with the ring lights so we can go through them. I do want to highlight this thing that I found real quick. When Family Video was going out of business, these things are the cleaners that they use. These are like industrial strength cleaners, the VMI machine. If you look these things up, I don't believe they make these anymore. The company that manufactures it, or did manufacture them, they still sell the supplies for these. The supplies are pretty expensive, but I did buy this machine from Family Video when it was going out. So yeah, cost me a couple $100. Unfortunate part is when I went to go pick it up, they were closed down already. They were supposed to call me on their last day and say, hey, come pick up your machine, because they were still using it to clean discs. And yeah, so they forgot to tell me, and it was just sitting inside the store. I had to call the landlord to let me in, but yeah, they didn't leave the power cord. They didn't leave me the supplies like they were supposed to. Thankfully, somebody's supposed to be gathering some of that stuff and mailing it to me. We'll see if it happens. I hope so, because if working, this is a really nice machine. You know, they showed it to me when I was there that day. It worked awesome. So as long as it's still in good shape and I can get the supplies, I'm going to be really happy with that. And that's going to be a lot better than the JFJ Easy Pro. It's a lot simpler and it just works a lot better. It's made to clean like 200,000 discs or something. So yeah, here's the pile. Let's get to it. Well, all right, guys, we're back in the cave. You can see all the normal stuff behind me. You can see Commonwealth Pickers Enaman right back there. Got my cup of coffee in here. Pictures of all the family. This is my favorite coffee mug of all time. It's got a few bumps and bruises, a little bit of cracking, but it still works. Let's get into it. I know I've already spent a few minutes more than I normally do on the before we get into it. And Again, if you've made it this far, please hit that like button. Please also consider subscribing to the Hoosier Resell channel. I would appreciate it very much. I'm still trying to get to my first 100 subscribers. Be in on that early adoption of being one of the subscribers. You can always tout that to your friends. You can say, I was one of the first 100 subscribers for the Hoosier Resell. So yeah, make sure to do it now before it's too late. So some of the stuff I found over the last week and a half, 2 weeks, it's been a while. I have way big of a pile. You saw some of the pile. There's more stuff in the car. I mean, let's not talk about all the things. You guys know, the ones that are also resellers, you know buying is easier. Doing something with all the stuff you bought is not the easy part. But here's some of the fun things I found this week, or over the last week and a half. First thing I want to share, these little tiny LeBrons. Oh my gosh, aren't they so cool? Oh, my son is way too big now to fit these cool LeBrons, but they're just so neat. They were $3 at a I believe a Christian thrift store. I just couldn't leave them behind. They're not like in crazy good condition. You know, they got some dirt. I'm gonna clean them up a little bit. I might get 20 bucks for them on eBay. Not a crazy flip, but they're just really cool. So I couldn't leave them behind. I found a lot of electronics, and one of the cool things I found this week is a Sony mini disc player. Now, it came with the voice recorder, which was really cool, and it also had the battery pack that hooks onto the side of it. This takes 2 AA batteries and provides you extra life if your rechargeable battery had gone down. So really cool accessories. And same Christian thrift store, they wanted $60 for it. It was sitting in the case, but they had no way to test it. And I don't live in the city that I found this. So, you know, I was checking out, I had already checked out my other stuff, and I just asked them, I said, you know, would you guys take any less for that? It's really cool. And me being a 90s kid, I remember when these things came out, and the mini disc was such an awesome thing. It was just such a cool machine, and they were so expensive. They didn't last long, but man, this machine right here has all the bells and whistles. Recording, has the line outs. I mean, it has all the stuff that you would have wanted out of the mini disc player back then. And they said that they'd take half. They said it's been sitting in the case for 2 months, so it had 60 on it. They said they'd take 30, whether it worked or not. Turns out, I can't get it to work. I've put batteries in it. I have tried another AC adapter that was a Sony product. It wasn't built for this, but it's another Sony AC adapter I had. You stick it all in there, it just says low battery. So I'm gonna have to sell this bad boy as is, which is unfortunate. If this was in good working condition, it's probably worth about 100 bucks. As is, I might get 20, 30 bucks. Good thing is the accessories that also came with it, this goes for about 20 to $30. And also this alkaline battery holder, this goes for about 15 to 20 bucks too. So I'm gonna make my money back for sure. I'm gonna double up. It's gonna be no big issue. Another cool piece of electronics I found this week was a vintage Fujika camera. This thing was $15 at a different Christian thrift store, and I looked it up, and the comps were pretty good for this model. That came, if it had the lens, which this one does, it's got 2 different lens adapters or whatever. So yeah, this is an old 35mm camera, vintage. I'm going to clean it up. I paid 15. I should be able to get 60 to 75 bucks for this right here. Vintage cameras are really cool. The only issue with them that I've had in the past is that some of them don't work. They end up, you know, and they get returned. So, and then I have to turn around and try and sell it as parts. So it's a risk you take, but there's a lot of good money in some of the old vintage cameras. Another really cool find, also Sony, is a very old Walkman. So this little Walkman, which is model number SRF19W. So you might be able to see it right there if it will zoom. If it'll, I don't know if it'll, pick up on that or not. But whatever. Sony SRF19W Walkman with the belt clip and everything. Works. Tested it out. The battery compartment was super clean. Also came with the original, I assume original, headphones with the metal wire. Even the foam on these are still in really good condition. They both work. You guys remember back in the day, even hooking these things up, you always had to kind of fiddle with those to get both to work. This one's about the same. You got to kind of twist it a little bit, get both headphones working, but it sounds great when it is. Picked up on the radio stations right away. It's got the AM, FM, and that's it. So this is a great old Walkman. And this one's a little different because if you look on eBay for this model, you do not find this colorway. This light gray with cream. This might have been like a, who knows, it's probably just weathered now, but it was probably like a white back in the day. So yeah, this is a really cool Walkman. I don't know what I'm going to list them for. The regular color of dark gray goes for about 20 bucks. I'm going to list this one for more just because this is an unusual color. And so, yeah, I didn't see it in the listings or in the sold for this one. So, yep, good for me. Only paid $2 for it. I'm going to probably list it for 40 and see what happens. Next thing, you guys can be on the lookout for these. Most of you guys know, but this is just a regular Microsoft optical mouse. Some of these are, the ones that you really want to be on the lookout for are the ones with the big old ball on them. I'll try and flash up a picture right here for you. But the ones with the big balls, you want that. You heard it here first. The ones with the big balls are the ones you want. But this, this is a standard old school Microsoft optical mouse, wired. It was really clean. That's why I went for it. It cost me $3. I did not look it up, but I'm guessing I'll get 15 to 20 bucks. It's easy to ship in a small 7x4x4 box. It's still first class. Yeah, I'll be able to get decent money out of that. Another piece of electronics. Shocker. Only paid $2 for this. Haven't tested it yet. So everybody knows TI calculators are always good money. Hopefully kids will be back in school this summer, this fall. Calculators will be back in session. This is a TI-84 Plus Silver Edition, which is a nice one. I need to put some batteries in this to test it out. I did open the battery compartment, had batteries, but it looked clean. So I hope it works. It did come with a cover. I got to do some cleaning of these old silver star stickers. But yeah, everything looks clean, and yeah, this should probably fetch 40 bucks, 50 bucks if it cleans up and works. So not a bad find for $2. Always be on the lookout for the TI-84s, TI-85s. Some of them are not worth anything, so if you get to a point you're like, if it's too dirty, might not be worth it, don't bother. So I also found some Funko Pops. I have never actually found any Funko Pops in a thrift store that were worth anything until this last week. A couple days ago, I found two. This one, Roddy Piper. This guy, if you are my age, you know who this is. I'm going to try and find a clip that I can play right about here. Hopefully you guys just watched that clip. And this Funko Pop, I believe, is going for about 40 bucks. The box was in good condition, no crazy damage. There's normal shelf wear, but yeah, nothing crazy. It's in pretty good shape. And this was a good Funko. This is probably an early one, only at Target, so it wasn't exclusive somewhere. But yeah, really cool. And he was a great character, man. Next one, this thrift store actually had a lot of Funko Pops. I hadn't seen that many ever in one thrift store, but I only ended up getting two because I didn't have a lot of time. But I picked out a couple that I thought were a little different. So, Roddy Piper, He's just cool. If it wasn't worth a lot, I probably would have just kept it. This one, Peter LaFleur from Dodgeball. I didn't know Dodgeball even had their own Funko Pops, but I'm going to find another clip and let's go. Hopefully you guys just saw that little clip from Dodgeball. Great movie. Well, great's maybe a strong word. Funny movie, yes. Funny movie. But Peter LaFleur, played by Vince Vaughn. I can't even remember what this is worth for, so I'm gonna what it's worth right now. So I'm gonna put a little comp here. Hopefully it's there. And yeah, Peter LaFleur, good Funko Pop. I remember when I looked it up in the store, it was a good buy. So yeah. Let's see. What else did I want to share with you guys? Oh, I bought a lot of clothes. Some of it was for me, but I did find a lot of clothes. I'm trying to find a good backdrop so I can list my clothes. I do not like the system I have right now for listing clothes. I found a wardrobe to do it so I can hang it all up when I do list it, but I haven't found a good way to take pictures yet. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do. Maybe I'll order a big backdrop off eBay or something like that and try to figure it out. But I found this week. Standard NASCAR light jacket windbreaker. The thing that kind of made it a little different for me was had the nice checkered pattern on the shoulders and on the sleeve. But on the back, it's got the really nice NASCAR logo. So yeah, really cool. This will be great for the spring. You know, a little chilly in the fall. This will be perfect for somebody. Yeah, I imagine that's probably 20 bucks. I paid like $2, so not bad. And for a first, for me, you know, I see a lot of other resellers find these in the stores, and I have never found one until just now. So shout out to who does that? Who has the always finding the Pendletons? I feel like Rally Roots, they find the Pendletons, and is it Ready Set Resell? Ready Set Resell, he finds the Pendletons too. So yeah, we've got the classic old school Pendleton tag. You know, this is a really clean button down. Yeah, so be on the lookout for these. These always go well. You know, when you're buying clothes, you just want to make sure you're looking at the armpits, making sure there's no holes, making sure there's no stains. This one looked really nice. What I can't tell is if this is a woman's or a men's. I feel like it's a woman's, but I don't know. Can you guys tell just by the collar? I guess I could look at the buttons. Yeah, maybe it's a men's. Okay. I don't know. I'm not great with clothes, but this was really clean. Pendleton, all wool, pure virgin wool, made in the USA. This is going to probably be 30 bucks, I imagine. $30. Still light, should be first class. And the last thing I want to show, to my chagrin, because I'm a Hoosier, and Hoosiers are Indiana University basketball fans, Indiana University football fans, Indiana University fans. That's me. Hoosiers. Now, I found this, and I couldn't leave it there. We're actually this thrift store was actually pretty close to West Lafayette, where the Purdue Boilermakers play. So I had to grab it. This is a vintage Applause bear. So you'll see the Applause logo tag still attached to the bear. Let's see if it had a date. I can't remember. I only paid $2 for this bear, and I'm looking at the bear's butt now. But I do have an Applause tag, and it looks old. Gosh. Applause 1986, made in Korea. For those of you that don't know, I'm half Korean. So now you know. So cool. This is made where I was born, actually. I'm an Air Force brat. My dad met my mom in Korea. So that's cool. And yeah, shout out to my parents. Awesome parents. So yeah, this vintage old applause bear with the Purdue zip down, full zip sweater with Boiler Pete, Purdue Pete right there on the tag. This is a really cool find. I mean, I don't like Purdue, but that's a cool bear. Somebody's going to love this bear. Somebody will love and cherish this bear. Give this bear to somebody for a wonderful birthday present. I can feel it. I can feel it. Oh. And they're going to make me some money. And it's going to be great. Thank you, bear. So that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully next time I'll have a lot more stuff to show off. Maybe not, you know, who knows if all this stuff will even be listed by that time. I'm hoping. I mean, I have it sitting here on my table, so why not list it, right? Well, because I'm kind of lazy and I want to go list some records. I still have records to list from my other videos. Whew. For those that maybe have been waiting, I did start listing them though, so go take a look at the eBay store. All right, guys. Peace out. It worked.